I'm gonna say this right now, I don't like making videos like this. In this video, I'm probably gonna be the least silly, least funny, because this is kind of a serious video, and I don't like being serious. Who likes a serious person? But as of yesterday, I technically put my request in to drop out of college. I hate making videos like this, number one, because I like to be happy. I like to be the person that somehow, you know, makes people smile. I don't like to be this person that sits down and is a serious person. But at the same time, life happens. And this is a part of my life that I kind of want to film. At the same time, there's going to be people that start to comment and say, you know, how's this guy traveling when he should be in college? I thought he was in college. And before those, you know, comments come up and that starts to happen, I want to talk about it. So for those that don't know, I would be going into my senior year of college here in Pittsburgh. I was a film student. I love film. I love movies. I love anything to do with a camera. Most importantly, I love entertaining people. That's my true passion. I'm not a big fan of being behind the camera. That's really all I learned in college was, you know, being behind a camera. But I like being in front of it. I like self-directing myself, and I like making people happy. That's what I like to do. College for me wasn't good. I mean, before anything, don't change your life decisions because of what I'm doing. Please. Like, if you have a plan to go to college and you want to do that, don't change what you want to do because, oh, Brent TV didn't, you know, just follow with your plan. Everyone's life's different. Everyone has, you know, different things happen to everyone. People have different goals in life. For me, I went to college because I felt like I would be a loser if I didn't. Like, that's how I felt. This wasn't because of my parents. This wasn't because of, you know, close friends. This was because of just the general idea that you aren't successful unless you go to college. I feel like that's how a lot of people think. I feel like in America especially, you know, when you graduate from high school and you're walking around, you know, taking pictures with people in your cap and gown, people don't say, you know, hey, congratulations. They say, hey, so where are you going to college? If you don't have a college you're going to, how do you feel? You probably feel pretty bad about yourself. So I finally came up with the decision to go to school for film. Because that's, as I said previously, I like doing that. It's my passion. So I went to a school here in Pittsburgh, and technically tomorrow would start my senior year, my last year. And there's so many people out there that are probably thinking, Brent, you're such an idiot. Just finish your last year. You're probably so proud of the 3 years you put in, and just finish. I'm not proud of a single year at that school. I hate college. And like I said, please, do not change your life plans because of what I think. But I didn't have a good time. You know, I was never asked to do anything. People looked at me like I was the weirdo there, and it was I just hated it. Don't get me wrong, I did make a few friends at college that I hold really close to my heart. My friend Steven. Steven's an amazing musician. We lived together our second year. We actually met freshman year in our dorm, and we just would sit there and talk about, you know, all of our issues together, and how I would especially talk about how much I hated it. And he was there for me. And Steven's the one that made my outro song and all of my jingles, the fan mail song, the Brent TV. Steven's a talented musician. I'm so happy that I still have him, and we're still friends, and we can still, you know, work together in a way. My friend Sarah, she's the one, she did every single sticker design for me, including this guy. Really good friend. You know, and I have my friends that have graduated. There's Bree and there's Josh. I had my small group of people, and I'm not here to just talk about, okay, I had friends. The thing about college for me was I wanted to make friends. A lot of people make you think college is going to be the best time of your life where you make your best friends. Every single day of college, when I was living in that dorm, I wanted to go back to high school. I missed high school so badly. High school, you know everyone. I got really involved in high school. I did band, I did drama club. You know, I'd sit with the teachers. My girlfriend and I, we just went down to Myrtle Beach because our French teacher retired and moved down there. And, you know, we just loved her so much that we went to visit her. You know, I don't make connections like that with people in college. I don't know what it is. It's just, it wasn't what I was expecting at all. The classes alone, I felt like I was sitting in classes wasting my money thinking, what am I spending this money on? This money is spent on a textbook, and, you know, a lot of these professors are literally just reading out of a textbook how to edit. Don't get me wrong, I had some really good professors. Carolina, if you're watching this, I love you. But some of those professors there were just complete whack jobs. So can we just move forward to why am I dropping out? Okay, this is the part that it's just weird. Never in a million years did I ever think YouTube would ever take off, ever. I'm being 100% honest, I never thought it would take off. People would bully me at college. Seriously. Grown adult college students would bully me. You know why? Because I put a poster in my dorm window that said subscribe to Brent TV. That dorm right there, that's the dorm that I hit 1,000 subscribers in with my friend Steven. I can't tell you how excited I was. Now, as of today, we're at 1.5 million. And in that dorm room, I hit 1,000. Do you know how many people made fun of that poster? Like, what nerd has a poster on his window saying subscribe to me on YouTube? Me. I did. That was my passion. YouTube was my passion. I was prouder of my YouTube videos than I was of projects that I would present, like these short films. I was prouder of my YouTube videos. But it's hard. I mean, YouTube's really hard. I mean, I never thought it would work. And here we are. I mean, as of this year, it just took off. It skyrocketed. I don't know why. I don't know why me. I'm beyond thankful that it took off. This whole summer I was sitting and I'm thinking, what am I going to do about college? The amount of time I spend every single day, making videos and getting them up and everything, it's just time consuming. And I'm not saying I dislike it. I enjoy every single minute of it. I love it. It's one of those things where you need to think about, how am I gonna manage my time? If I go back to college and I'm there 5 days a week, I would have been commuting, so I'd be driving there and back about 2 hours driving a day. That's 10 hours a week lost, where I could be doing this. This is my passion. I love doing this. How miserable would I have been? So miserable. I don't like college to begin with, and if I was leaving this passion, I would be, it's like leaving your child. You're like going away. It's like, oh, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to put my kid in daycare. I want to stay home with it. That, YouTube's my child. And, you are all, I mean, some of you probably hate me to death, and I get it. I mean, people hate people. I mean, there's hate on the internet. And, you hate YouTubers, you like them, whatever. I know there's people that hate me. But there are some people out there that, all of you that watch my videos, I care about you. Like my friend Allison, who she runs my website, I was talking to her and she's like, why are you doing daily uploads right now? And I'm like, I feel like I get comments and messages and people are like, I was having a horrible day and you made a video and it like completely changed my day. I do videos because I feel like sometimes people depend on it. If I'm someone's positivity for the day, me doing a silly video and screaming and opening stuff, if that is making someone's day better, then I will do my best to get a video out. And there's no way, if I go back to college, would I have time to do that. Number one, the quality of my content would go down. Number two, I wouldn't have time to do it. And number three, I would fail at college. So what do? Like I said, I sat here going back and forth. What do? Do I go to college, finish it, be so miserable, and forget about YouTube? Or do I continue YouTube because this is my true passion and I love doing it? I talk to a lot of friends and I talk to family and I talk to my girlfriend and I talk to people that really, who really know me. And they said, Brent, this is your thing. You gotta keep doing it. And I agreed. And my parents, my dad, he never went to college. He's a business owner. My mom went to college. My mom was like, not sure about it. My dad was like, wow, that's amazing, like, do it, because he has a biased opinion. And then my mom started to, she started to understand, because my mom was a teacher, so any teacher's gonna want their kid to finish school, obviously. But, I have their understanding, I have a lot of people's understanding, and this is, my public announcement to the world, essentially, that I'm not going back. Maybe someday I'll finish. This isn't me fully like never going back to college, but right now I'm so occupied with this passion and, my YouTube and my website and even my TikTok. This is my passion, guys, and I just love doing it. I love it so much that I can't even thank you all for just clicking subscribe or clicking on my videos when I upload them. I mean, you all, honestly, 100% have changed my life. And this is just the beginning. I mean, I'm 21 years old and I have no clue what the heck to expect. All I know is that college wasn't for me. And maybe someday I'll finish, but right now, in the state of mind I'm in, I want to do this. I want to continue videos for you. I want to be a source of entertainment. And at that college, I won't. So I'm staying here. And I'm not going anywhere, and I'm gonna continue this because I care about you, I care about myself, and at the end of the day, you gotta do what's best for yourself. My friend Malad, he actually made a really good video the other day talking about, should I drop out? And I watched it the day I dropped out, and it was really interesting, and I think you should all watch that just because it's a different point of view, and Milad was kind of in a similar situation, and he ended up finishing, and I'm not, and I put myself in a situation where I'm like, God, like Milad finished, and he's busy, and I'm busy too, but why am I not? And I just feel like a loser. I feel like people are gonna look at me and be like, you're such a disappointment. My biggest thing and my biggest fear with people is I don't want people to think I'm, you know, like, oh, I'm disappointed in Brent. And that's my biggest thing. I don't want people to think that, oh, he didn't finish school. What a loser. What a, you know, he dropped out. I've had so many people in the past couple months just say, don't be one of them. Don't drop out. Don't do that. You know, and it's like, why though? I'm working full time now. What is the difference? What will that degree do for me? I'm gonna go to school, get this film degree, and come right back to YouTube. So to them, I say, no, it's my life. I'm living my life. I never once will tell anyone, hey, you need to finish school because you need that degree because you will not be happy if you don't finish. That's not my position to tell someone because I don't know what they're going through. I don't know what their life's like. I don't know how much work they're doing behind college. It's not my job to do that, and it's not really other people's job to tell me that I'm doing the wrong thing. Nothing's wrong with getting advice from people, but the advice I took from the people that really care about me has led me to this decision. Wow, crazy video. If I have any words of advice, I'd say don't drop out of college if you're just going to, you know, start up fresh with a YouTube channel. Like if you're in college and you've got one more year left and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna drop everything and start a YouTube channel. Don't do it. And I know I just said, you know, don't let people control. That's my advice because YouTube is such a hard platform to grow on, which is why I say over and over again, I don't know how I'm here. I don't know how this happened to me. I don't even understand it, but I'm very thankful. But what I do recommend is if you do have a passion or some hobby or interest that is very kind of unlikely to take off. Like I never expected YouTube to take off, but it was a passion of mine and I've had 4 channels since I've been on this since I've been 9 with many different channels. It was my side thing. I did this in college on the side. I was like, oh, this is fun, this is fun. Then I hit 100 subscribers and then I hit, you know, 1,000 and then I'm like, wow, I'm monetized and I was making 50 cents. I would tell my friend, I'd be like, oh, I made genuinely happy. That video made 50 cents. Like that would make me happy. So if you have a side thing going on and it's your passion, continue with it. Whether it's music, whether it's YouTube, whether it's singing, whatever it is, continue with your passion. But then life might be on your side there and your passion may take off and you can quit your day job. You can do whatever you want because you're doing what you love. And that's my goal in life, is to do what I love and do what makes me happy, and that's what I'm doing. I love this. I love YouTube, and I'm gonna do it for as long as it works and as long as people like me and as long as I can. And I'm not gonna go back to school if I don't have full 100% time to do this. Well, that's my rant. Very, very long rant and talk about my life, and that's the news of the day. Brent TV dropped out of college. It's funny because the email I sent about dropping out was like, Dear Anne-Marie, I love Anne-Marie. She's helped me schedule all my classes. I told her, I was on the phone with her. I'm like, can I say anything like I want in the email as long as it says I'm dropping out? She's like, yeah. So I started the email with like, Dear Anne-Marie, I'm out. It was just so funny. But yeah, as I said, that's the plan. I'm gonna continue this. I'm not going anywhere. Videos will keep happening. Yeah, weirdest video, probably one of the, you know, a more serious video I've ever made. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all. If you're new to the channel, you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.
Brent TV, Brent TV, Brent TV has a video for me. Brent TV, Brent TV, Brent TV has a video for me. Now he's opening a popsicle